Hey guys, what is going on? This is your boy Joshua here with the Bun Bun Vlogs. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about my second awesome, exciting, and just totally unexpected day at Taste of Universal. Just to let you know, before we get started, my voice is a little gone right now. I was doing so much screaming yesterday at the park, so that's honestly why I may sound a little weird or why my voice may be a little quieter than usual, but just wanted to let you guys know about that. Also, before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell to be notified on when I post another video on this channel. So, without further ado, let's hop into it. So, very unexpectedly, when I went to Taste of Universal, in fact, I actually found out about this while I was driving to Taste of Universal yesterday, because I was listening in onto a live stream from Five Fires. He was already there at the time, and he was getting like live updates really from other people around him saying that they were actually, and this was something that was very unexpected. None of us, nobody who was actually like attending the event yesterday, nobody knew about this until Universal started doing it. So what happened was that Universal actually opened up a few of their rides, soft opening it. Basically, they called it a technical rehearsal, and we were able to get on some of the rides. And that was just like a complete shock to everybody that was there. So imagine, I was driving, listening to this news, getting closer to the park, and when I was hearing that the rides were open and people were getting on the Secret Life of Pets, the Revenge of the Mummy, I was honest to God freaking out. I was screaming in the car. I was like, oh my God, there is no way that they are letting people get on the ride. I was like, okay, calm down. You are not getting on any rides today, buddy. Okay, like this is not for you. Okay, like they're doing this maybe for a certain amount of people and maybe for a certain period of time. The time you get there, the rides are all going to be closed. Just be expecting that. You know, I was mentally prepared to not get on any rides. I was not mentally prepared to be able to get on any rides. Like, it was insane. And lo and behold, I get up to the parking lot, I walk up to the entrance, get inside, and I see signs around the park, the digital signs saying, hey everybody, so we got a few rides that are open right now for technical rehearsal. You can check the wait times on the map, or you could scan right here, download the app, and for Secret Life of Pets, the off-leash ride, that was a ride that they actually also had open during the event, and they were also advertising the ride saying you can scan here, get into the app, and you can start making your reservations for the ride. Because for that ride, not for everything else, but just for that ride specifically, they had virtual queuing. So you were able to reserve when you could get into the ride and go from there. And like, that was, I again, was not expecting that at all. See, I was just expecting throughout the whole day or just the week leading up to this event, I was just gonna really go there and try out some different kinds of food while also having some of the stuff that I really loved the last time going, like the fish and chips, the Krusty Burger. I was gonna get the chicken nachos again, but I decided not to this time around. And also, I was able to get the donut this time around, which I was just so happy about because the last time they ran out at the end of the day. And I didn't get mine at the end of the day. I did leave like an hour earlier than the park was to close, which actually closed a little later than it usually was. Like, it was going to close at 7, but they closed at 8. And that was probably because of, you know, them having the rides there. And the crowds for the day was honestly like, not too crowded, but in some ways it kind of was. It was probably like most likely somewhat of a 25% capacity, since they're able to raise the capacity to 25% right now, since the current tier that we're in right now in Southern California. But yeah, so of course, when I knew that there were rides open right now that I was able to get on, everything in the day completely changed. And honestly, I was going to do a vlog at Universal. In fact, I recorded a couple of segments, like the intro, and I was walking around the park talking about a couple of things, and you know, that I was totally going to do that, but just with my complete and utter shock that all the rides, well, not all the rides, but there were a few rides that were open. And just the fact that we were able to get on them during their technical rehearsal, I was, for one, just mind blown, and two, I just completely lost sight of the vlog, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to experience this. I'm going to get on as many rides as I can, which I basically got on practically all the rides that were open. Among those that were open were Transformers, Revenge of the Mummy, Forbidden Journey at Wizarding World of Harry Potter, also Flight of Hippogriff, and The Secret Life of Pets, the new ride, which was definitely a big surprise to me because I didn't think that was going to be open until the opening day, but lo and behold, they had the ride open. So, of course, I reserved my time, which I didn't need to wait more than 30 minutes to be able to get into line. I think I waited like maybe 20 minutes or so I was able to walk around just for a little bit, went to the lower lot, and so then I got into the ride, and I did post a video of the queue and the ride experience as well. And I have to tell you guys, it is such a great ride. Like, first of all, I have to say that it's definitely very great to see Universal going back to doing a dark ride again. I mean, like, with all the rides that they have been doing recently, a lot of them being screen-based, which a lot of people obviously have issues with, and I never really necessarily cared all that much about, but it's great to see that they went back to doing like a somewhat of a traditional dark ride with the animatronics, and you have like, you know, kind of like the cool vehicles and stuff. The vehicle that you're in was kind of like a little cardboard box kind of thing, because what in the ride, what it is you are little puppies and you're kind of going through the town, and what the mission is trying to get you adopted. So you kind of go through the groom, you get washed, and then you get dried off, and then you kind of get, you know, off to the pet store, and you get to get adopted by a couple of families or a family or something. And it's really cute, honestly. I mean, like, I think they did a really good job with the ride, and the animatronics, honestly, I think were pretty amazing. They were able to capture the likeness of the characters from The Secret Life of Pets pretty well. Definitely very cute. I really enjoyed myself. But also, besides the ride, you also had the queue, which was just truly, truly an amazing experience within itself. Like, it made it feel as if you were actually going through, like, someone's apartment. Like, you were going through different rooms, like you were going through a bedroom, you were going through a living room, you were going through some kitchens, and it looked so realistic. It didn't look cartoony at all. I thought they just did truly an amazing job of just doing this ride. And I don't know what else I can really say about it. It's just such a great experience, from the queue to the ride itself. It's just great. So whenever you go back to Universal Studios, I would highly recommend going on that ride. I mean, overall, it was just a great day at Universal Studios yesterday. I mean, just the fact that you only paid, and think about this for a second, you only paid, for me, at least around $50, which was basically like $48, but with taxes, or without taxes, it would have been a $45 day. But I paid around $48, and this was just to go into the park, walk around, and try some food. Try like 5 food items. That was it. We were able to get into the park for $48 and ride rides just for a food tasting event. I mean, like, what else can I say? Like, we got so much more than what we paid for, and it was just truly just, I don't know what else I can say. It was honestly, for me, and also for someone who hasn't been to Universal Studios when the park has been open for over 6 years, I have to say it was truly just an incredible day. And no doubt about it, I haven't done it yet, but no doubt about it, I am 100% buying a ticket to go back to Universal Studios again. I don't know how soon that's going to be, or when I'm particularly going to like try to go back to Universal Studios, but again, just from yesterday alone, it was truly just an amazing day. And I can't, I'm still shocked. Like, trust me, I'm still shocked of how yesterday went. It was just an amazing day. I don't know what else I can really say about it. It was just incredible. And I believe that for the rest of the weekend, which is today, tomorrow, and Sunday, I believe that they're still going to have some of the rides open, probably. It's not really confirmed, if anything else, but as far as we know, the rides may end up still being open, which makes sense considering the fact that they at least have the opportunity to kind of test out loading people into the rides, which honestly, just being able to get on the rides, it wasn't really that much of a difficult experience, really. I thought it went pretty smoothly. Like, the lines weren't incredibly long, at least the ones that I went on. Like, for the most part, I probably waited around 30, I think the most I waited was 20 minutes. And for me, for Forbidden Journey, honestly, that was a walk-on for me. Like, I was honestly surprised that there was no line when I got inside. I walked the entire queue, and I just was able to get on. It was incredible. So, yeah, again, this gives them the opportunity to be able to work that out, work out the kinks, so when the parks eventually do open, hopefully, you know, the ride boarding process is as smooth as it possibly can be, which makes sense as to why they would do that during this event. But, yeah, if you have tickets to the rest of the event, which this is the last weekend, because the park does open up next week, or next weekend, I believe. If you are able to get on any rides, definitely do it. Take this opportunity, especially considering how much money you spent to get into this park for a food event. And now you got, again, for this, you get way more than what you paid for. And if the rides are open, again, definitely go ahead and just take that opportunity to do it. Taste of Universal yesterday was just a amazing day, completely unexpected, a huge surprise. I'm so happy I chose that day to go, so happy I went, had so much fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully it was, I guess, a little bit informational for you. If you haven't checked out my video on the Secret Life of Pets, the queue, and the ride experience, you can definitely check that out right now. And if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell to be notified of when I post another video on this channel. Until next time, I will see you guys later, and I hope to see you guys in the next adventure.